Hey guys, so I am your Robo Nerd teacher. This is Miss Platt. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about netiquette and things that we find to be appropriate while we're on the internet. So netiquette is etiquette or manners in the digital world. So the definition is netiquette is the digital version of etiquette or the do's and don'ts of online communication. So Netiquette by Virginia Shea, she actually came up with 10 rules of netiquette, and she examined and explained them in her book, Netiquette. I'm not going to go really deep into this, but all of her rules are actually posted in this PowerPoint, which I've also put in your Canvas. But the 10 core rules are listed here. So we've got remember the human, adhere to the same standards of behavior that you follow in real life, know where you are in cyberspace, respect other people's time and bandwidth, make sure you look good online, and that's not what it sounds like, share expert knowledge, help keep flame wars under control, respect other people's privacy, don't abuse your power, and be forgiving of other people's mistakes. So let's look at these a little bit closer. So remember the human. Rule number 1. Remember that you are talking to other people online, and follow the rule that your parents taught you again and again. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. So be considerate of the fact that you are talking to a real person. Just because we're in cyberspace doesn't mean that you're not talking to real people. Adhere to the same standards of behavior online that you follow in real life. So be ethical and remember that there are still laws in cyberspace. Okay, know where you are in cyberspace. Different rules and behaviors are expected in different domains, so take a look around and explore before you put your thoughts out there. Sometimes opinions are wanted and sometimes they just want facts, so it depends on where you are and what you're doing. Okay, respect other people's bandwidth and time. So please don't repost things that everyone else is saying. Don't just copy what someone else is saying. Make sure that you respect other people's ideas and opinions. Not everybody has the same opinion that you do. And make sure that you don't upload things that we don't need, because it could take up bandwidth and people may not be able to download what they need to download if you have things on there that we don't need. Okay, make yourself look good online. All that means is your grammar and language are viewed and judged. So be sure that you proofread what you put out there. Know what you're talking about and make sure it makes sense. Okay, share expert knowledge. So if we ask you a question about something that you need to research, make sure that you actually do your homework and do your research, and don't just put things out there just because you think that's what's correct. Okay, rule number 7, help keep flame wars under control. So flaming is when people express their opinions strongly and with emotion despite other people's feelings on a topic. So they may completely discount someone else's opinion and say that someone else is wrong just because they don't agree with them. So be careful how involved you get into a flame war, and they may sound fun at first, but it can get really old and it can get really ugly in a classroom. So let's keep flame wars under control and not do that. Okay, rule number 8, respect other people's privacy. The rule says exactly what it means. Respect other people's privacy the same way you would want yours to be respected. So don't abuse your power. Rule number 9. Just because you know more or have more skills or have more power does not give you the right to take advantage of them, and don't be abusive toward people who are maybe less skilled than you are, because remember, we were all beginners at one time. And this kind of goes along with that. Rule number 10, be forgiving of other people's mistakes. At some point in time, all of us were new to the digital world, so be polite, and if you feel that you need to point out a mistake, let them know in a nice way. And that's all I've got. Let's be sure to use good etiquette, and that's Netiquette online.